Our headlines today. A huge manhunt continues in the US for the killer of the right-wing activist Charlie Kirk, who was shot dead in Utah as police released new images of the suspect.
Sir Keir Starmer is facing discontent from his own MPs over his appointment and then sacking of Lord Mandelson as US ambassador.
Good morning. Growing the economy, getting Britain building. We know that's the government's aim, but is it on target? We'll get the latest update in an hour's time, and I'll be hearing from the scaffolding industry on how it's supporting growth.
Good morning in sport. Keely Hodgkinson and her fellow Olympic medalists lead a team hoping to keep Britain and Northern Ireland among the best at the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo.
And the heroes that need a home and appeal to find a permanent place to exhibit the life-size silhouette statues of fallen soldiers.
Let's take a look at today's papers. Now, The Times is reporting that Lord Mandelson is said to feel ill-treated after the Prime Minister's decision to sack him, as the Labour peer says he disclosed his relationship with the late Jeffrey Epstein during the vetting process for his role as US ambassador. And the fallout from Lord Mandelson's sacking also dominates the Eye's front page, with the paper reporting that his disgraced exit leaves a weakened Starmer facing the wrath of the Labour Party.
And the Financial Times declares the shooting of right-wing political activist Charlie Kirk has rocked a divided US as President Donald Trump vows to address so-called radical left political violence. The Guardian reporting the majority of Brazil's Supreme Court judges have voted to convict the country's former president, Jair Bolsonaro, of plotting a military coup.
This is kind of apropos of nothing apart from... This is about dogs barking and complaints about dogs barking. The most complaints recorded around Britain is the most complaints in a county, County Durham. Recorded the most complaints with 7,757 over the years. What just made me... what tickled me is guess the London borough that had the most complaints.
Oh, I haven't got a clue. Westminster.
Someone got it in the gallery in our ears. Barking.
OK.
Barking.
All right.
Got 2,239. Nipping at its heels was Southwark, 2,144.
Question for you. Do you think octopuses are left or right-handed? I'll repeat the question. Do you think octopuses are left or right-handed?
I was thinking about it. You can't tell. It's just like humans, right?
Well, researchers have been looking into this in great detail. This is the Marine Biological Laboratory in Woods Hole in the US, and you're absolutely right. They cannot work out whether they have a preference for their right or left arms.
The fact that they've spent time researching
Hold on. They did find that the octopuses favour using their front arms rather than their rear arms, which is something I hadn't really thought about before, that they have front and rear arms. But that's apparently what they have decided.
So now I'm humanising octopi. Isn't it like you'd rather pick something up with your hand rather than with your toes?
I don't know.
The UK economy saw zero growth in July after a sharp reduction in manufacturing output. But the Office for National Statistics says monthly figures are volatile and that it'll focus on growth over a rolling 3-month period. In the 3 months to July, the economy grew by 0.2%.
Avro-Tross has joined Irish channel RTE in threatening to boycott Eurovision if Israel competes. The broadcaster said it was taking the stance in response to the loss of life in Gaza. It comes after RTE said other members of the European Broadcasting Union, that's the people who run the contest, have raised concerns about the participation of Israel. And adolescence writer Jack Thorne has been elected as the new president of the Writers Guild of Great Britain. The multi-award-winning screenwriter warned of how brutal the landscape in his industry is, as well as the problem of copyright infringement.